The roaring crowd in Tokyo's Olympic Stadium was deafening. Aarav Mehta, India's pride in the 400-meter race, stood at the starting line, heart pounding. As the whistle blew, he sprinted forward, but just before the final lap, his mind flashed back to his past. The pain, the struggles, the sacrifices. That one moment of hesitation cost him a medal. He crossed the finish line fifth, falling to his knees in despair. The world saw an athlete lose, but Aarav knew he had lost much more, a chance to rewrite his history. Born in a small village in Jammu and Kashmir, Aarav had always been a fast runner. But his speed wasn't just for sport, it was for survival. In 1999, when he was just 8 years old, his village was attacked during the Kargil War. His parents, simple farmers, were caught in the crossfire. His father's last words were, "Run, Aarav, run," before he was lost to the war. Aarav, along with his elder sister, Kavya, fled to a refugee camp. Life was brutal. Food was scarce, and nights were spent in fear. Running became his escape from hunger, from sorrow, from memories too painful to bear. At 15, Aarav was sent to an orphanage in Delhi. He would often race with kids on the streets, beating everyone effortlessly. One day, Coach Arjun Sharma, a former sprinter, noticed him outrunning a bicycle. Impressed, he asked, "Where did you learn to run like that?" Aarav simply replied, "I've been running all my life." Coach Arjun saw potential and enrolled him in a local sports academy. Aarav was hesitant at first, but running on the track gave him a purpose beyond survival. Training was brutal. Aarav had the raw talent, but lacked technique. He often lost races due to lack of discipline. Coach Arjun pushed him harder, making him train from 4 a.m. to midnight. Despite hardships, he won his first state championship. Then came the National Games, where he shattered records. He was selected for Team India, and soon he was representing the country at the Asian Games. In 2018, at the Jakarta Asian Games, he won gold in the 400-meter race. The world now knew Aarav Mehta. Aarav's biggest dream was the 2020 Tokyo Olympics. After years of relentless training, he finally got his chance. But just like Milkha Singh's mistake in Rome, 1960, Aarav too looked back, just for a second. That second cost him a medal. He finished fifth. India's hope had fallen short. Aarav was devastated. He isolated himself, drowning in regret. But just as he was about to give up, his sister Kavya reminded him, "You're not running from your past anymore. You're running for the future." Aarav trained harder than ever. The loss fueled his hunger, and he knew he had one last shot. The Paris Olympics in 2024. On the final day of the 400-meter event, the stadium was silent. The race began, and this time, Aarav didn't look back. He ran not from fear, but towards destiny. As he crossed the finish line, the scoreboard flashed. First place, Aarav Mehta, India, 43.8 seconds. India had won its first ever Olympic gold in the 400-meter race. Aarav became an inspiration for generations. Like Milkha Singh, he proved that the past does not define you. Your determination does. At an event years later, when asked, what made you run?" Aarav simply smiled and replied, "My father's words, run, Aarav, run."
Subscribe for more content.